Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to start the next unit of our auto build series in episode 4. Now this week's unit happens to be Bastet, which was my first not 5. Now let's take a look into our skills. Our first skill, Touch of Seduction, decreases the enemy's attack power by 2 turns with a 50% chance, which goes up with skill ups. Our second skill, Curse of the Beautiful, basically lands AoE armor break and glancing hit and heal block, a 50% chance for all those harmful effects, which goes up with skill ups. Her skill 3 increases attack power of all allies, including herself, by 25% each, and grants a shield that is proportionate to your level. Now the shield value is 120 times our current level right now, which would be 40. And yeah, so I think the math on that is, let me see, 40 times 120. So our shield value is 4,800 at level 40. So, um, she also grants attack power for 3 turns. So the attack power and shield amount is for 3 turns. Then she has a nice leader skill of 33% defense to all ally monsters, which works everywhere. Now, let's take a look into her stat priority. Bastet in general, you want to build her with high speed. So stat priority is speed, accuracy, HP, defense, resistance. So that is how you build her regardless of how you're using her. Speed, accuracy, defense, HP, and resistance. So as to the type of build, now for this unit, we're gonna have an early game build, a mid game build, and end game / late game build. So if you pull an early game, chances are you won't have enough good runes, decent runes. As a rule of thumb, you want to always build her with speed slot 2, right? Chances are you're gonna want to go first, so you're gonna build her swift. So we're gonna look for as much accuracy because that's our next stat priority. So look for a rune that gives a lot of accuracy. I believe I should have some better ones. So let's take this for example. This one is good. Swift. So here we look for another Swift, which is probably like this. Good accuracy here. Or I should say decent accuracy. Right, for here we can look for Swift as well. And this is the early game build, by the way, guys. Yes, just a reminder. So this one, accuracy here as well, it's pretty decent. So chances are, not saying that you would have this kind of speed at early game, but just to get the idea of how you would build her. I believe I have a rune. This is pretty nice. HP, accuracy, defense in build. Too bad it's not out here, but it is what it is. This is decent. Chances are with energy runes to get more HP. This is nice. This is nice. And then another energy rune right here. This is also nice. Probably can get one with resistance, or it is what it is. This is nice, 6 accuracy. So this would be like the early game build. So decent resistance, decent accuracy. Defense is kind of on the low side, excellent HP. Now time for artifacts. Now you want to relate her artifacts to her skills. Now she does glancing and harmful effects on her skill too. So you probably want artifacts that has accuracy on skill 1 and 2, preferably skill 2 because that's where the important debuff is. So you probably like take this, for example, which gives accuracy skill 2. Then here, you can pretty much go with anything. Perhaps if you want some damage reduced from wind, that would help out a lot. So yeah. So this is probably our early game build. Our mid game build, um, you can opt for, instead of using energy runes, you use will runes instead. So for here, I have a will rune somewhere here. You can go, it all depends on your team because you might not want her at a certain speed. You might want her to go at this speed, she's probably like a second turn unit. So a fair amount of speed is needed, not too much. So something like that, which is pretty good. And that's basically it for the mid game build. For the late game build, now you'll want her on violent, assuming you're using her in endgame, guild war, etc. You want her on violent. So for the endgame build, there's certain stats that you really have to have in order for her to be a late game build, and that is basically as fast as you can on violent and will. So for this video, I'm gonna select my fastest violent will set, which is right here. And I think I have one rune where it has 25 speed. Yes, he has it. Then will, I think I have more fast wills on slot 1. I did believe I have a slot here with 25 speed. I don't remember who has it. I think it's one of the Heart Masters. Oh, let me just narrow the search a little bit. Resistance, I remember resistance being in it, so there it is. Well, we can go here. We get 26 speed. And then here, I believe I don't have as much fast speed runes right here, so on will, so I'm gonna use violent for this side. Believe the highest I have right now is 24, but it seems that this art guy doesn't have it. I know I have 24 speed, but I don't remember who has it though. Who has it? Okay. Um, oh, there we go. You have it. And then we'll shoot for violent here. Speed. So for here, we'd want to look for like defense mainly. This will work. But let's see if we can get one of defense and HP. Defense, HP, it's kinda, it's up to you which one you take. It's really up to you. I'll take this one. This one rather. So that's how you want to. Wait, that was violent. Ha. Let's try again. So that's basically how she look on a end late game build. I mean, I've seen some 180 violent speeds, which is really awesome. Oh, I believe I have a 28 speed here. I should recall it's a 5-star rune, yeah. It's all about the speed, guys. So if you can get that speed, you're Gucci. So 175 violent will in a G3 guild or G3 siege guild war. If you see Bastets, chances are they're on this kind of speed while being on violent. So yeah. Now there's a different kind of build that I used to use back in the day, and it is called Bastet being on the CC build. As you know, our Curse of the Beautiful hits all targets 3 times, right? So what would she be like if she was on Despair? meaning that for every 3 times she hits, she has a 25% chance of stunning the target for 3 times. Not 3 turns stun, you know. Each time her Curse of the Beautiful hits, she has a 25% chance of stunning the target. So she basically has 3 chances of stunning the target if she is put, if she's put on despair. I used to do it, and it's almost like I had an Okeanos, right? It's almost like I had an Okeanos. I didn't have Okeanos at the time, but I remember getting a 4-man stun in RTA once. You probably won't find this on Guild War Defense, but in RTA, if you're going with a CC build, it can be quite unexpected. So for the Despair, we'll build it like that. I don't believe I have much. I believe my Despair set is actually slower than my Violent set, if I recall. It should be slower. So I think the most I have here is 21 speed because I don't farm GB12 as much. It's all about DB12. It's all about the violent runes, the violent will runes. So that's how she would be on a Despair set. It's pretty decent for RTA. Good CC unit. Like, if your opponent is not using immunity, then they'll probably have a hard time versus Bastet. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching the video. Please look forward to next week's series on how to build a unit. Peace. See ya.